Small Creator Sunday, hosted by Broke Girl Aesthetic, co-hosted by Six Kids and a Glue Gun and Arrows DIY. Links to their channels and the playlist in the description box. Okay, so our theme is baby love, so I thought a birth announcement sign would be really cute. So I'm using this ornament sign from Christmas and removing the metal portion and scoring the top portion so I can pop that off and sand it down. And with the top piece removed, I want to go ahead and paint this with some matte white apple barrel. And as an accent, I'm going to use antique white. I wanted to make the whole sign antique white, but I just don't have enough left in the bottle. Then, using this vintage stork and baby image I found online, I go ahead and snip around this to soften the edges so that I can apply it to my sign. And once I find the right position I want this in, I use Aleene's tacky glue to apply to the back side of this and then stick it down on my sign. And to seal this on, I'm using a matte Mod Podge. Then I add lines so the baby's information can be filled in. I'm going to use my little stamps and my black ink to fill in the name, date, time, length, and the weight. And then I grabbed a neutral polka dot burlap ribbon to make a bow for the top of the sign. I'm not the best bow maker, you guys. I'm just letting you know. After snipping off the amount that I needed, I used a piece of twine to cinch the middle of the bow and then applied it to my sign with hot glue. Then I looped a piece of twine onto the back and applied hot glue to that so that I could use it as a hanger. Then I pressed a small piece of cardboard on top to further secure it. To stay with the vintage feel, I wanted to do a vintage baby bracelet, a little name bracelet, the ID bracelet. I think that is just so cute. So I have just some letters that just spell out baby and these cute little metal beads and then these little heart beads. When I had about the length of the string that I needed, I just went ahead and snipped it and tied a knot, and that was my little bracelet. Starting out with this door hanger from Dollar Tree, and this paper was extremely hard to get off that I just decided to just stop. This is too hard to remove. I'm going to cover it with paper, but first I'm going to go ahead and paint this white. So once my paint was dry, I used a piece of scrapbook paper to trace out the shape of this hanger. I just chose a piece of paper that I probably wouldn't use for anything else so that I could utilize the back portion so it matches with the paint that I just used. This playlist is all about creators that are under 1,000 subscribers. I would love for you to be a part of the Creating It Myself family and subscribe to my channel. I really am looking forward to my channel continuing to grow, and I would love to have you aboard. Broke Girl Aesthetic has created this to help small creators, and this is just fantastic. She is such a wonderfully creative person. Please go and check out her channel. With all of my pieces cut out, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down with a bit of Aleene's Tacky Glue. Eros DIY and 6 Kids and a Glue Gun are 2 fantastically creative women as well. Please go check out their channels, guys. You will not be disappointed. And once I have the paper set, I use my acrylic block and my clear stamps for the first part of my sign. Here we go. Shh, baby sleeping. This is a reproduction of a sign I actually used 4 years ago with my last baby. Once I have all the letters I want for this side, I'm using rub-on transfers that are super old but very appropriate. So I wanted to use the teddy bear, and with this being so old, I was kind of worried about it not completely sticking, and rightfully so. But first, I want to put faux shiplap lines on to the sign, so I'm just using my ruler and a pencil just to draw the lines all the way up, just the same width as the ruler. My line's complete, then I move on to applying these rub-ons, and I rubbed and rubbed, and the whole teddy bear just did not want to come off. I finally just gave up and grabbed a little chocolate sprinkle apple barrel paint to fill in the spots. Once that brown paint dried, I moved on to the back side of the sign for the second message that is needed, which is awake. And here it is, help. Whether it's doing a little laundry, cleaning bottles, or just taking the baby so mom can have a few moments to breathe. It's important for moms to get some help when they really need it and not be afraid to ask their family to just let them have a few minutes to themselves. Postpartum depression is real. So if you're a new mom, please don't be afraid to ask for help in all seriousness. And then here I am removing those hearts covering the logo because I forgot to add my faux shiplap lines. So once I add those back in, I apply the hearts right back over the wording. And then I'm just adding some hot glue and some pieces of ribbon that I snipped. And then I add in a little bow that I made off camera. And then I did the same thing to the other side with a bow on the top. And here are all the projects that I made for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy all the talented creators in this playlist. And please consider subscribing to my channel.